What questions should you ask a Facebook advertiser before hiring them? This is a question a friend of mine asked me being a Facebook advertiser, but she was not hiring me. She was hiring someone else and doesn't really know how to vet for this. So I'm going to go over in this video what questions you can ask as a business owner to protect yourself and to make sure that you have the right fit to your advertiser. The first thing, I would make sure that they are basically using your assets, your ad account, and they're just managing it. A lot of agencies will be a little obscure about this. Maybe they might feel that they're honest, but it's not very clear. If you ask them, it's like, oh, I want 20 leads a month, 30 leads a month, whatever, they'll just run all that stuff through their ad account. You pay them completely, and then they basically use that money for ad spend. That means they're getting the travel rewards, they're getting the reward points, all that good stuff. And it doesn't really protect you or increase the value of your business if you ever plan to sell it. I always recommend that people should be creating these assets for you. So if they get hit by a bus tomorrow, that you still can hire a freelancer, a contractor, whoever to come in the next day and take it forward. So the first thing I would make sure to ask is who owns these assets, and make sure that they're just managers of these accounts rather than the holder. They should have full access, because that's kind of just the name of the game. They have to be admins in them, but they shouldn't be able to kick you out, and you should have access on your end as well. Secondly, I would ask, what is their process? How do they get familiar with your target audience as someone who is coming from the outside and doesn't have domain knowledge on the subject? Then I would ask them, how do they come up with creatives? How do they get the messaging? How do they get the images, the videos? And then what they do on an ongoing basis. So getting into that a little deeper, there's so many layers to Facebook ads. It's not just about the creative and the targeting. It's really like one of 7 or 11 different variables that really affect the outcome. So this might be a little bit more rare, but someone who is familiar with funnels, you want to start asking them about what sort of optimizations are they doing with Facebook ads off of the actual ad platform. So once someone takes traffic from the ad and goes to a landing page, you want to ask them, are they doing any kind of A/B testing? Are they optimizing the landing pages? Could they advise on any sort of funnel offers? Are they split testing headlines, offers, anything like that off of Facebook? Ask if they do any of that work and what that involves on an ongoing basis. That also comes in line with, if they understand your full funnel, will they be retargeting visitors based off of different user actions on your website? So some person who just visits the website and leaves gets a different ad than someone who has checked out a pricing page or checked out some deeper funnel page where they should get a different ad. This person really should look at all the different kinds of ads or all the different types of key pages and create ads for them. The last part is ask what other aspects of marketing are they familiar with. Do they do email marketing? Even though I don't recommend that the same person does email marketing, it's good to know where their strengths and weaknesses lie so they have familiarity around it. A lot of times when I'm sourcing messaging, I'll look at someone's email sequence, and chances are if there's an email that has good engagement, good open rates, good click-through rates, it's going to perform well as an ad. But if someone doesn't even have an email sequence, that's a bad sign. And if an advertiser never even asks you if you have an email sequence or not, that's a red flag. Also, just trying to vet what their knowledge is around marketing as a whole, because Facebook ads is not just like in a box. You have to really know a little bit about other things to understand how Facebook ads can work for you. If I come up with any other questions, or if you have some questions about how to hire a Facebook ads consultant or contractor, please leave that in the comments below and I'll be sure to answer them. Thank you so much. I will be seeing you into the next video. Bye.